Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my, it's time for another episode of To the Toes. That is everything foot related. Making socks, slippers, moccasins. You want to make some little flip-floppy type things and crochet or knit, you go for it. So I have a hashtag for this if you want to join along. Any content creator is welcome. It's hashtag To the Toes, and any person who just wants to make anything foot related, by all means, go for it. So that's what this is about. It was so joyful. I had these little booties right here, baby booties for baby boy, due in May, grandson. Aren't those cute? So we had a little invasion earlier. I didn't know that it was going to happen. I came home from work and my son was here, and then my daughter-in-law and the kids showed up, and because they were coming from different directions, and wonderful. So house full of joy. Mom, dad, 3 kids, baby on the way. So I did give mommy her socks. That was the Petite Fleur socks, and that was my first pair of Mosaic socks. I think I have a picture of them here. I think I do. Yeah, I might have taken a picture and posted it on my Ravelry thing. Maybe. I put them as finished, so who knows where they're at. There they are. Petite Fleur. These pink ones. Those pink and green. So gave those to mommy. They fit her perfectly. She absolutely loved them. So then baby, 2 years old, little girl, it's like, are those for me? And mommy put them on her. And it's like, no, they're mommy's, but they'll, we'll put them on you. So she put them on her and everything. And then I thought, well, let me go grab these. And I knew they wouldn't fit her. I mean, these are newborn. These are tiny. And she's like, can I try them on? I was like, sure. So we tried to get them on her foot. There was no going on. The toe, I was able to stretch this part over her little feet, but her foot went to like right here, so obviously that didn't work. Maybe I'll make her some. I don't generally make the little ones. I mean, newborn is different, but the little ones, because, well, they lose their socks pretty fast, pretty easily. They grow really quickly. And if you make some and they're supposed to be for them and they don't fit, they can get grumpy. Ask me how I know. I did that once with my oldest granddaughter, and I was trying to make socks for her and her cousin. Yeah, they didn't go over well. There was a little meltdown, tears. I mean, they're children. They're little. They don't understand. What? It's not done in 5 minutes? No. Nana's fast. Nana's not that fast, But I thought that was just kind of adorable. So it was just wonderful to have that. And then we had all sorts of try-ons. I should have taken pictures. The jasmine sweater in my crochet book, textured crochet book, just finished that one. It was out of this color. I do have some more yarn left. It was this one. Oh my gosh, it fit her so cute. So she had that. And then the heavenly sweater for her older sister, I got a try on with that. It's not done, but the length is good. Yay, because I got all the length of it done last week. I showed that on Monday. And now I'm working on the sleeve. So I was able to try on. I have one sleeve done. So I was able to do that, try that on her. I know that that's going to fit. She likes it. She likes it a lot. Now I just have to do the other sleeve. Yay! So it was wonderful for all the hand knits and hand crocheted things, and being able to pass them around for the little peoples does Nana's heart good. And it's got me kind of motivated. I untangled this next project. These are the another pair of socks that I'm working on, Mosaic socks. So Hannah's socks, this was the first ever Mosaic pair of socks that I had made. So finished those, gifted those. That's all I have, right? Gifted those, so that's fantastic. And the second pair, this is called Circuit, and they've stalled, but that's okay. It's January. It's not January. It's February. Okay. And I try to do the 10 pair of socks a year. I did get 1 pair done. I already gave them to her, but I got 1 pair done. And I'd like to get at least 9, probably 10 more pair by the end of the year. So generally I don't start my socks until June or July. I go to crunch time. And being that it's February and I'm actually still working on some socks, amazing. So this is the pair of socks that I am working on right now. Love that colorway. That is just spectacular. So these Circus socks by Shui Wu. These are a free pattern. I will attach that down below, put that down below so you can make some also, because you know you want to. And you want to see the beautiful color I got? It took me, I swear, 30 minutes to untangle my yarn because, you know, it just happens that way. Okay, come, untangle, unwind. This is where the problem comes in. So here's my colors. Look at those colors. That is fire. That is fantastic. I just lost its little ball band. So the bright, beautiful, bold one is Trekking XL, typical sock yarn. By that, I mean it's 100 grams. It's 420 meters, 459 yards. It's made in Germany. Love that. I like trekking. Trekking's a good one. And let's see, what else am I looking for? What's the composition? 75% wool, 25% polyamide, which is a nylon. And that just adds that strength. Now this one is the Barocco Vintage Sock, and that's easy care, or more so. That's a 52% acrylic, 40% wool, 8% nylon, made in Peru. The 100 grams is 437 yards. Typical yardage for sock yarn. But this one is machine wash, delicate, lay flat to dry. This one, I don't know what it says. Yeah, you can definitely wash it, and it tells you to lay flat to dry, but no problems with washing it. And this is not a delicate wash. This is going to be more of a easier care wash. But thankfully, they don't put their hand knit socks in the dryer anyway, so we're good. So here's my gorgeous colors, and I had one of them done all the way to the heel. Look at that. I had this done to the heel, and I am tangled. How do I get tangled so fast? So isn't that stunning? Oh my gosh, that is amazing. So I've already done the heel. Yay! And here it is, just striped at the bottom. And then the top is going to still continue with that circuits pattern all the way through the top of the foot. I'll continue that. It's just the bottom that is the stripe. And I had a feeling this was going to be a single sock. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it happens. If you followed my Tackle It series, you know that I can keep a project around for a decade or so. It's true. It's really true. A pair of socks I've got going right now, it's over that. But I had a feeling this was going to be a single sock. So to kind of negate that, I did start sock number 2. It's not as far, but I do have 2 parts for socks now. All right, that's cool. So I think I'm going to continue on this one to get to that heel, you know, trying to get them to that same point. But I just didn't want to end up with getting this one finally done and going, I don't want to. I just don't. And I something in me said, that's going to happen. You want to negate that. And hubby says I should keep this pair for me. I don't know why he would say that. It's not like I like these colors. I mean, look what I'm wearing, right? You know? I'm like, okay, I get that. But this is just beyond stunning. And that yarn is perfect for this. I am thrilled with everything that there is about this. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. That is just so gorgeous. So bright and so fun. And the nice thing with the Mosaic, if you're not familiar, you're only using one color at a time. So this is definitely a color work piece of, you know, cloth, right? But you're not doing stranded knitting. So I'll do 2 rows of that orange color right there on my finger. And then the next 2 rows are the gray. 2 rows of the pink. It's the same thing. It's just I'm just using these colors, right? But 2 rows of this one, 2 rows of this one, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's how this particular pattern goes. Okay, I can do that. And when you come to the color, like if I've got this bright orange and I come to what should be that dark gray or that light gray, whatever we want to call that, I slip those stitches. That's it. You just slip in the stitches. You knit everything in this color and slip these. Yeah. And when it's this turn, you knit everything in this color and slip these. Now I have to pay attention to the pattern a little bit because, you know, if I'm watching TV and what have you, I'll get on the wrong row and my little circuit design doesn't quite line up and I have had to pull some back. That's okay. It's just, you know, I wasn't paying attention. But they're coming along nicely. And I am absolutely thrilled that I'm making them. And it's February, not January. It is February. I'll get them. I will get these done. And that's pretty cool. I've got those. And I think when I grab my zeros, my size zeros, I will add the other pair of socks to my to the toes. And for those that are not familiar with that, really go back and see the Tuesday's video, and you can see a vintage, and I mean vintage, pair of socks. I believe I started them in 2006. I have one sock done and a partial. I think it's time I put them on needles and finish that. What do you think? I do. So I think I'm going to probably start adding that one to this series once I grab my zeros, which is funny because I know I have some zeros in my flips, but I've never used these. So I think on that particular pattern, I want to use just my typical double points. I don't want to do a learning curve on it. I'm going to be trying to make gauge anyway with a pair of socks that are, you know, pushing 2 decades. I'm just saying the socks could vote, okay? If they were people, they could vote by now. But I'll get them. It's okay. It's okay. The yarn's still good. It's beautiful. The pattern looks amazing. We got this, you know. And I would think it rivals this one as far as uniqueness and beauty. That's my opinion. Yeah, there you go. So I do have socks. I am continuing, and that is absolutely fabulous. And I do kind of like this. This hasn't been a 100% every week because it's socks. It's February. I don't want to do socks every week, but I'm really happy that I'm starting now. And I'm really happy that I'm doing this and going, okay, come on, we've got this. And my family loves them. They just absolutely love them. And it does my heart good. I am going to be walking on cloud 9 all week long because my son, my daughter-in-law, 3 grandchildren and grandbaby on the way were here today. And I got to give away so many hand knits. And then they were in here and it was so cute. And it's buried all the baby garments that I had shown that I have in the works and everything. I had shown them to mommy. She loves them. And then her oldest daughter was in my yarn room, and she was bringing those same garments out one at a time going, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Look at this one. I think they ended up with 4 things, you know, that they got to take, to include the vintage dress that I had made. I started that one 3-4-ish years ago, and it was in my Tackle It box that are 3 years minimum, right? And it was in that, and I was able to give that to her, and she really liked that. She thought that was adorable. And so she got that. She got some other things. It was just wonderful that, you know, I'm over here going, oh, what would you like? Okay, Nana says you can have that. That sounds great. So it was wonderful. And they were looking, she was just looking at all the different things in here. And then the baby came out of my room with a couple skeins of yarn in her hand. It's like, what you got the yarn for? And so she just wanted to play with the yarn, you know, so she's walking out with 2 big cakes of Noro yarn. And I'm like, don't mess it up. But it was really cute. It's like, don't mess it up. Don't do that. But it was so adorable. And then she came back and put it, okay, I see one over there. So I don't know where the other one is, but I see it. It's like, all right. Then she came in and did her best to try to put it back away and everything in here. So that's why we craft. We do. Well, that's why I craft, is the joy of giving to others, the joy of giving to the grandkids and the kids, and, you know, to see their faces. And my Nana made this, and that's wonderful. Oh, and I also got to show off to mommy. I showed her the picture. I've got this, the hippo, and I have worked on this. I have worked on the amigurumi parts. I still need some more, but I've got all 4 of the legs done. You know, these things. So I've got all 4 of these things done, which is fantastic, and working on that. So everything is incremental. Everything's like one little bit at a time. And I'm really proud of that because I can stall on amigurumi pretty easily. You know, it's like, okay, well, I'm all excited and I'll make a good chunk of the pieces or half the pieces or something, and then I'm like, I don't wanna, I'm done, I don't want it anymore. And so the fact that I actually have picked it up, I've added a couple more pieces to it, is amazing. So everything is 1 stitch at a time, 1 step at a time. Even if it's the thing that you're like, I don't want to do it, that's okay. Just put a couple stitches on it and then set it down and go work on the thing you want to work on. Just a couple stitches and then set it down. You'll get it done. You will. You know, how many of you have projects that are 10 plus years old, or like my socks when I start working those? You know, I've got a sweater that I'm working on that's literally 10 plus years old, but I'm working on it. I've started. How many people have that? You know, so don't be hard on yourself. give yourself a little bit of credit. You can still do it. You haven't quit. You just slowed. You just slowed. It kind of knocked you down a little bit. You can pick it back up. And that's where I'm at right now, is just picking everything back up and enjoying the process. And I mean, I feel like I have been, like one of those rechargeable batteries. I wasn't like all down, all my charge out. But you know how the rechargeable batteries are? You plug that thing in, everything, you get that big jolt. Having the family over and looking at all the yarn stuff and grasping things and claiming things and getting excited over things that they found in my room, because my room's never been off limits to them. That's just like I've been put on a battery charger and didn't even know I needed it, because I am just on fire. I'm like, oh, I have to make more, and I take note of what excites them, whether it's color or texture or whatever it is, the thing that excites them. I kind of take mental note of that and going, oh, I must make more of those. I need to make them again. I need to make more of those in a bigger size because they're growing. So that's what today was. My brain is just like so full. My heart's full of love. There's no doubt. And my brain is just spinning. It's like, oh, what am I going to make next? I want that look again. I want that excitement again. I want that appreciation from the people that I love again. I'm just totally thrilled. I should probably let you guys go. For me, it's getting really late. For you guys, it's probably really early, but it's getting really late. I got things to do and to prep for the morning, and I got some plans. I'm not gonna lie, I got some plans. I do. I have some crafting plans, and I need to go take care of those. That's my life, my crafting plans. It's like Pinky and the Brain. What are you doing today? The same thing we do every day. It's my crafting thing, trying to take over the world. It's the crafting world. All right, guys. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.